January, I will have been a breast cancer survivor for 5 years. The year that I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I had turned 40, and I thought that was going to be the bad part of my year. I dreaded turning 40, but 2 months later, I got my diagnosis. I went for a mammogram, and I had done my monthly breast checks every month. Everything was fine. I went for my routine mammogram, and the doctor found something in my left breast, and he said, while you're here, let's go ahead and just do a biopsy. You won't have to come back, and you get it over with. So I said, okay, so we do the biopsy. And I noticed he's a little quiet while I'm talking with a nurse, and he finally says, Melissa, I need to talk to you. And I looked over at him, and he said, this is cancer. And I thought, no way, they have to send us off to pathology. This isn't cancer. This is just, And he said, I'm a breast surgeon. I can tell by looking at it, this is cancer. So I just felt numb at the time. I was there by myself. He walked out of the room. The nurse was kind of tidying up. And I just sat there for a minute, and she came over to me and she said, Melissa, are you a Christian? And I said, yes, I am. And she said, would you mind if I prayed with you? And I said, please do. So she took my hand and she prayed with me right there in the doctor's office. And the numbness went away, and a peace came about me. I hadn't even been home yet. I haven't even shared this news with my family. I haven't told my husband. I haven't told my children. And I already had somebody praying for me about my breast cancer, that I would have the courage to face it and the strength to get through it. And I can't tell you what that meant to me right then. But that did start, that just got everything off to the right start. It got things off to an optimistic start. But in February, I had a lumpectomy in my left breast, and they said it was already at stage 2. So it had progressed rather quickly, but my lymph nodes were clear, so that was a good thing. But since it was such a large area, they were going to have to go ahead and do a mastectomy. So I elected to do a double mastectomy. I just wanted to get it all gone and not worry 5, 7 years from now being back in the same position. Would it come back? So we went for double mastectomy with reconstruction, and I started chemo at the same time. So the chemo wasn't fun. Mouth sores, sick, just real, everything you've heard about chemo. It wasn't fun. But my husband was there with me the whole time. He started working from home so that he could be there with me. The total reconstruction began in March, and I had a lot of complications with that. And in 1 year, I had 11 surgeries. So I stayed optimistic. I just treated each surgery, I'm going to get this done. I kept having infection, and the fluid would build up in my stomach. They'd have to go in and take care of that, but it turned out fine. One of the most devastating things, and I don't mean for this to sound vain, but was when my hair fell out with the chemo. I mean, I thought I was prepared for that. I had bought my wig, I bought all my hats, I was ready, I was strong. But John was on a trip that week. I had urged him to go through with the camping trip that he had planned with his friends, and he went. The doctor said, oh, your hair won't fall out for another couple of months. Well, I guess I'm an overachiever or something. My hair fell out that week. So like this, the slots would fall out. So Emily was home from college. It was her freshman year of college. She was home from college that week. And she said, "Mom, do you want to go ahead and shave it?" And I said, "Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think it's time." So we sat in the bathroom floor, and she started shaving it. And I didn't look until she was finished. And I thought, I'm going to be okay, you know, I have my wigs, I'm ready. But when I looked in the mirror and I saw my reflection, that was hard. I mean, this other, I could cover up, no one saw that. But this, people saw this. And like I said, I waited for that to be banged, but that was hard. But I had my family, like I said. We were close, but it just brought us even closer. My church family, my goodness, the meals that were brought in, the cards. One of the cards in particular, and I don't want to embarrass you, but it's from Miss Martha Rod. She sent me a card, and it had a Bible verse in it that I really clung to when I really got low. And it was from Isaiah chapter 4, and it says, "I have called you by name, you are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers they shall not overwhelm you. You are precious in my sight and honored, and I love you." And that just really hit home to me, that I knew that God was there with me. I knew that everything was going to be okay. I had a peace about it. But everything wasn't, this isn't too bad to tell a funny story. Everything wasn't all bad, all sad, all. There were some funny times. There was the time when I felt good. I was well enough to go out on my own. I was pre-chemo visits. My blood counts were high, so no infection risks. And I had to wear these little inserts in my bra until they did the reconstruction, just to fill everything out. Well, I'm at Kroger. It's just exciting to get out. And I'm going down the aisle, and I get to the egg aisle, and I'm going to get my eggs, and I bend over, and my little insert just flops out. Oh my gosh. First thing I do is look down the aisle. There's no one there. I'm grabbing my insert. So that was a pretty funny moment that we could share. And Emily, our first Susan G. Komen 5K race, she put together a big surprise for me. It was going to be our 4 of us walking in it. And she orchestrated having my sister and her family fly in from Virginia, and my parents come in from Florida, my best friend, and they all surprised me there at the walk, and we were all able to walk together. So that was a huge surprise and something I'll always remember. But if there's anything I can leave you with, it's like Debbie was saying, is get your mammogram. That I did my monthly checks, and I could not feel that lump. The only thing that found out was the mammogram. So make sure you stay up.